progress before the rains came, and that is 11th seed Amanda Coetzer of South Africa against top seed, second seed rather, Steffi Graf. Graf and Coetzer has been Graf's nemesis this year. We pick up the match in the first set with Coetzer leading 3-love. Here's Ted Robinson and Tracy Austin.
Women's quarterfinals on court Suzanne Lenglen at the French Open, and what has been the best head-to-head matchup of 1997 on the women's tour getting together again. And once again, Steffi Graf having her hands full with Amanda Coetzer. And Tracy Austin, it is amazing to look at Steffi Graf as she approaches her 28th birthday and realize this is the 15th time she's played the French Open. She's won it 5. She's made the semifinals the last 10 years here.
Steffi has an uphill battle right now because Amanda Coetzer is making very few unforced errors. She's such a speedy player out around the court. Quick, only 5'2". Started using the longer racket about a year and a half ago to give her a little bit of an extra reach. Ranked 11 now.
Amanda Coetzer had cracked the top 10 last month, the first time in her career she has done that. And this is her best ever performance at Roland Garros.
That's right. She won a tournament in Budapest on the red clay. And that propelled her into the top 10. She's had a good clay court season. A lot of tournaments and some great success.
And right now she's benefiting from a wild Graf forehand.
Steffi's made about 11 unforced errors from that forehand, just flying today. I think she's really pressing because Amanda is so quick around the court. She's getting everything back.
So it is 4-love for Amanda Coetzer in the first set. What's made this a great rivalry, they've met 3 times already this year, with Amanda Coetzer winning twice, winning at the Australian and giving Steffi her worst loss ever.
Yeah, they played in Berlin. Ted, they played in Berlin a couple of weeks ago. Amanda Coetzer won that match 1-love. Steffi rarely sees a love set, only winning one game. Coetzer said Steffi just could not find the court. Balls were flying all over the court.
Is this start something similar?
It is. Actually, Amanda got off to a 4-love start in Australia as well. Usually Steffi's the quick starter. But Ted, one thing to say about that match in Berlin is that Steffi had been out. She had the knee surgery, and she'd been out for more than 3 months. So you look at 19 unforced errors for Steffi. And that was her first tournament back. She knew she wasn't prepared. There's the knee that had surgery on it. It's something that she's been bugged by for over a year now. Puts the tape to keep the kneecap aligned. I think the reason that Amanda's game has risen to the top 10, Steffi looking at the line that she's trying to find a mark. There definitely won't be one there because that hit the line. It's because Amanda's fitness has improved so much. She was always fit, but now I think she's the fittest woman on the tour, and also her upper body strength. She's not bothered by the Graf power.
And a chance now for her third break of the set. Just hit one short ball, and that's all Steffi needs.
And this ball wasn't even that short. It just wasn't quite as deep as her other ones where it was still a little high. It wasn't that easy of a shot for Steffi, but she's very strong in the upper body. It's a smart shot there from Coetzer, putting a little slice on the shot, so it's going to stay down lower. Steffi's hit the tape with that forehand numerous times today off that Coetzer slice.
Now it's Coetzer who will look for the mark. This is the third service game for Graf, and Amanda Coetzer has already had 13 break points.
Right into Steffi's bread and butter. Just too short, and that extra topspin actually made it easier for Steffi to set up nicely. More than Steffi ever imagined, but she finally holds her serve.
USA Sports presentation of the 1997 French Open Tennis Championships is brought to you by Bug Be Gone from Ortho. No bug too tough. By Priority Mail from the U.S. Postal Service. When your priority is fast delivery for less. By Canon, so advanced it's simple. And by BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
Infusium 23. It's the leave-in Amy believes in.
My hair was so damaged. It was like steel wool. And now it's shiny and smooth. Very surprised the first time I used Infusium.
It's the leave-in Jennifer believes in. Infusium 23 leave-in treatment corrects, restores, structurizes. After one use, hair looks healthy.
I control my hair now. My hair doesn't control me.
Infusium 23. The leave-in you'll believe in.
Now I am a believer.
I mentioned that Amanda Coetzer handed Steffi earlier this year her worst loss ever. Most of the others on that list occurred when she was a baby, and back in ages 13, 14, and 15, including one at the hands of Chris Evert. Memorable match here in '91 with Arantxa Sanchez Vicario. But this year, Steffi Graf has had one nemesis, and has been Amanda Coetzer, 25 years of age, from South Africa, playing the best tennis of what for her has been a long career.
She's playing incredible tennis. Her serve's improved. She feels that it's more consistent now. Still not powerful. I think the big difference, Ted, is that she's just stronger. She's physically stronger in that upper body, and so she's getting more pace and more power on the ground strokes. Her forehand is more lethal now. It's a great passing shot from Amanda Coetzer because that approach was quite deep and very hard. Great accuracy. Now that'll keep Steffi away from the net for another set and a half.
Boy, Coetzer just pounding away at the backhand of Graf.
Trying to get to that backhand. That's dangerous if you don't get it all the way over to the backhand, because Steffi's favorite shot is that inside-out forehand. She disguises it so well, you can't tell which way she's going to go. So the key for Amanda Coetzer is to keep it to Steffi's backhand, but you've got to keep her moving to that forehand side as well. You can't just let her camp out on that backhand side and run you. Gavin Hopper, Amanda Coetzer's coach for a couple of years now.
Responsible for Coetzer's fitness?
Definitely. He's such a fit guy. He runs with Amanda. Started her doing weights 2 years ago on her upper body. They do a lot of biking together as well. A lot of cardiovascular work, so she's can go the distance, has great endurance.
Now you're Steffi Graf, and you've already lost twice this year to Coetzer, and now you appear to be dropping the first set here. Do you change? Is there something she should do tactically different to play Coetzer?
I'll answer that after this point. Steffi has to play aggressive tennis. That's when she plays her best tennis, but also be patient. Wait for that right opportunity to go for the shot. She look at Heinz Guntart, Steffi's coach, and her mother, Heidi, sitting to his left. But what happened to Steffi today is she's just made too many unforced errors, and I think that's due to Amanda Coetzer's play. She's trying to force. And the shots that she's been hitting would be winners against other players, but because Amanda's so scrappy, Steffi's forced to make an error. Very smart drop shot there from Steffi, because Amanda Coetzer so far behind the baseline. No matter how quick Coetzer is, this is just too far to run. Good mix-up from Graf. And Ted, one of the things about Steffi Graf's game is really it's the big serve, the big forehand, the slice backhand that's very patient to set up the forehand, but doesn't have a plan B, like charging the net. Or throwing in some moon balls, some change of pace. She really has one pace, which is obviously unbelievable, but if that game should go off, doesn't have another plan. The 1-2 punch, the big serve, get the short return reply, and put the forehand away.
No sun during this afternoon at Roland Garros. And nothing's been bright for Steffi Graf in a remarkable set. This will be the 14th break point in one set for Amanda Coetzer. And as well, her first set point. Just too good by Amanda Coetzer, and she has stunned Steffi Graf, taking the first set 6-1.
The legend is here.
I do business 24 hours a day.
The time is now.
I'm not willing to forget anything.
Chuck Norris is Walker, Texas Ranger. Weeknights at 8 starting August 4th on USA. The cure for the common show.
With pay-per-view, the hits come right into your home, hassle-free, instantly. It's the easy way to treat friends and family to first-run fun. And everyone watches for one low price, making pay-per-view one of the best entertainment values around. Just pick the showing you want to see and follow the simple pay-per-view ordering instructions. Before you know it, you'll be enjoying the movie of your choice right in your home. Big hits, small price. There's nothing to it when you pay-per-view it.
Bring it all home on pay-per-view and Cox Cable.
Hi, I'm Doug Bachler with the San Diego Padres. Here with a tip that can help you get in shape for the 1997 season. Let's say this is your remote. With 100 games, you can't just start going as fast as you can. You're going to end up straining your forearm or something. You got to use good technique. So you want to use the end of your thumb and press down. That's where all of your leverage comes from. Oh, that's pretty tough. When you get to the more advanced level, you'll be able to change it underneath your leg there a little bit. Behind your head, you can still get it to 4. Right in here, I've really felt it.
Back live in Paris, and the rain is beginning to subside a bit. In fact, the courts are now being prepared for play, which certainly is good news. Back now to a match that was suspended earlier that Ted and Tracy have been calling between Amanda Coetzer and Steffi Graf.
Taking a look at the numbers of the first set, stunning at Tracy Austin, the difference between the winners of Coetzer and the unforced errors of Graf.
Yeah, Coetzer only with 4 winners, and yet she won the set 6-1. But it's 28 unforced errors from Steffi Graf, just too many. unforced errors come because Amanda Coetzer just keeps getting one more ball back, A lot like Arantxa Sanchez Vicario when she was playing her best tennis. A lot like Michael Chang as well. Great retrievers.
Coetzer winning twice against Graf this year. Then they played last week in Strasbourg, the last warm-up. They had a great match there.
They played in the semis, and Graf won 7-6 in the third.
Now, Steffi dropped the first set in her round of 16 to Elena Spurlea. Came back to win 6-2, 6-2 in the second and third.
Steffi definitely hasn't looked as sharp in this French Open as she has other years. She took that long layoff. Didn't feel completely ready to come back, but she played 2 tournaments before the French, knew she needed to. But said that she still feels that she has lapses of concentration. That right there would be a lapse of concentration. That serve wasn't that hard, and Steffi just floating the backhand long. But so far, I've got to give all the credit to Coetzer. She's played a great match. Now that's the shot. It's so tough to tell which way she's going to go. That inside-out forehand finds a beautiful angle. No way to run that down. Coetzer more or less spinning that first serve in. Not going for a big one. Also, Amanda Coetzer seems to be sliding on the clay a lot better than she has in past years. She's played a lot of clay court tournaments coming up to this French Open and had some great wins. Novotná, Sanchez, Graf we've talked about, Martinez to get to this quarterfinals. Round of 16, she beat Conchita Martinez for the first time in 11 tries, so she's had quite a bit of firsts in the last couple of months. First time in the top 10. I talked to Amanda in the locker room right before she came out, and she said she just feels a lot more comfortable on the clay because she's played so many tournaments. Feels like she's moving better on it. Something that you have to get used to.
And Coetzer, in a long game, able to hold his serve to start the second set.
Hi, at Gateway, getting the computer you want is simple. Let's say this is your basic computer. You want lots of memory? Sure. Great speakers. Maybe more memory. No problem. A big monitor? Maybe not that big. The new Pentium 2 processor. See, we build your computer exactly how you want it. So, it ends up as individual as you are.
Gateway computers feature the Intel Pentium 2 processor. Call 1-800-GATEWAY. We'll build one for you.
Have a banana handout. Try the salami tummy. You whip the gravy day heartburn, there's Pepsid AC. Whatever you got cooking, feel what it's like to be heartburn-free with Pepsid AC. Try a tomato or Play-Doh. Here's the catch-a-tory-dory. You can be heartburn-free with Pepsid AC. Everybody eats when there's Pepsid AC.
Dad, good news, bad news. You switched to that bargain brand of paper and saved us $21 this year. Now, the bad news?
Don't tell your mother.
The last thing you want to worry about is paper jamming. That's why Union Camp created Great White recycled content paper. It's virtually worry-free, so it's as good for your business as it is for the environment. Great White, only from Union Camp. One less thing to worry about.
Stanley, I'm home.
Son, hide this.
Now some patriotism shown by the South Africans as their Amanda Coetzer has taken the first set from Steffi Graf and held her serve to begin the second set.
Real important game here for Steffi Graf. She's got to stop this momentum flow. Moves in so beautifully. One of the best movers in the women's game. Actually, probably the fastest mover out there. A little anger from Steffi, you usually don't see. Ted, I just think she's just really frustrated. You know, she's not hitting the ball all that badly. She looks sharper than she has in the other matches here at the French Open, but she just can't power through Amanda Coetzer. The power's not working.
The first double by Graf, and now 2 break points for Coetzer. Now an amazing match so far for 44 minutes. Steffi Graf has served 5 times, been broken 4. Never thought I'd say those words.
No, rarely see that because Steffi Graf has such a huge serve, such a big weapon. And even though the clay is going to diffuse some of that power, you still think she's going to hold her serve.
But even though the errors are high, Tracy, how much of this is Graf's own problems versus what Coetzer's forcing?
I think most of it is actually because Coetzer is forcing it. But that right there was Steffi forcing it. Went for it too soon. But she's just getting frustrated. Steffi coming into the net. I like it. Not winning. She's going to try something different. Already a 2-love with 10 unforced errors in the second set from Steffi. The real difference today from when they first played in the first few years and Steffi was winning all those matches as Heinz Guntart looks on, is that Amanda wasn't as strong. She couldn't handle the power. Amanda was always quick, so she would get to the shots, but when she was on the dead run, she wouldn't come up with an offensive enough shot. But now, even when she's on the run, she's strong enough in the upper body that she hits a shot with a lot of authority. Ooh. Jane Harvey's gonna have to get out of the chair for that one. Ted, what'd you think?
I thought it clipped the line.
I thought it smack dab right on the line. I don't know what point, what mark she would be pointing to. We're about, what, 50 feet up above the court, looking right down on the court.
So the ball ruled out. It is a break point for Graf. That was the first break point of the match for Steffi.
Great defensive play there from Amanda Coetzer. When she was in trouble, she lobbed it up high, got herself back in the point.
Well, you don't expect to have a match like this without some charge from a player as great as Steffi Graf. The problem is it's getting late early.
Exactly. I mean, you think about it. Steffi's won only one game so far in this match. There's been a ton of close games. Amanda winning the big points. Costly double fault. Second double fault from Amanda. Keeping Steffi Graf on the run, not letting her get set up for her shots. Steffi made it easy for herself. She put Amanda Coetzer in trouble and came in, charged the net, and put the volley away. Ted, she could do that about 100 more times each tournament that she plays.
Okay, so that's one time in each set now, right? Let's keep count.
Steffi really needing this game. Can't get behind 3-love, and she's not missing by much, hitting that tape of the net so often. That's the shot Steffi waits for. That inside-out forehand, just pounces on it. Weight moving forward.
The fourth deuce point. Quickly lost by Graf.
Now that's unusual to give a gift like that. Steffi Graf wants to see more points like that where she's dictating the play. She's running Amanda Coetzer around, finally forcing the air.
It's as if she can't believe her great weapon, that forehand, has been so erratic.
Also can't believe that even though she's pinning Amanda Coetzer to the baseline with deep shots, Coetzer's reply comes back very deep.
Tracy, Coetzer really is the Michael Chang of the women's game. There doesn't seem to be a ball she can't reach.
Exactly. Even though she only is 5'2", she's so quick, and you can actually hear her feet moving, taking those little steps. Has tremendous footwork and great quickness.
This is the 18th point of this game. Second break point for Graf.
Serve off the line and skid it through. When it skids through like that, you tend to be late. Steffi floated the backhand long. Just a lack of patience right there. Steffi behind the baseline when she tried that drop shot. Just didn't want to hang in the point anymore with Coetzer.
The 8th deuce. Now light rain starting to fall. And just at that moment, Coetzer's third double fault. And Steffi Graf finally prevails in a 22-point game. And we're back on serve in the second.
Well, events have taken a fortuitous turn for us here at Roland Garros. We are live and the rain has subsided, the skies are brightening, and we had the opportunity to show you almost all of some early match action between Steffi Graf and Amanda Coetzer on court Suzanne Lenglen. They are now in second set action, 4-1 Coetzer, and here once again Ted and Tracy with the live call.
Thank you, Michael, and we are live here on court Suzanne Lenglen, where play has just resumed after a 46-minute rain delay. It is Graf serving at 1-4, first point of this game. The long game that you just saw, the game in which Graf broke for 2-1, Steffi within broken back on just 5 points, and the rain delay occurred at 3-1 Coetzer. Amanda Coetzer held her serve coming out of the delay, and now it is Graf 15 love.
Would have talked to Steffi in the rain delay and told her to cut down on the unforced errors. She's got to keep that depth, try to get good angles, keep Coetzer off balance, wait for the right shot to go for the big one. On the other side, Amanda Coetzer's coach would have told her to play exactly the same way. There's Gavin Hopper, been working with Amanda Coetzer for a couple of years. Wants her to keep that depth, keep trying to move Steffi. She's handling Steffi's pace beautifully. Playing defensively very well, running down everything.
Okay.
Good short slice there from Steffi Graf. Coetzer thought it was coming deeper than that. Didn't move in and adjust.
Even though the court was covered for most of the rain, Tracy, is it going to play a bit slower?
It is, because the court is still damp from the first part of the rain when they played through it for one game.
And that will benefit Coetzer?
That would definitely benefit Coetzer. The ball will be held up when it hits the ground, and she'll be able to run through more balls, run after more balls.
Graf, who has had obviously an agonizing time doing anything in this match, has her easiest service game. Well, she has had some great comebacks before, and she's going to have to pull one off here to survive this.
Yeah, this is not going to be easy for her. That last game threw in a few short angle slices that worked well against Coetzer. But, you know, it's not easy for Amanda to go in and have that layoff. Being up 6-1, 3-1, she wanted to keep going. A delay like that you would think would help Steffi. Get in there, talk to your coach, think about what you're doing. With Coetzer, you have to just forget about the fact that you have Steffi Graf 6-1, 3-1 and play exactly the same way.
Well, the astonishing number. It started from the very first game of this match when Graf's forehand particularly was very wild.
When I talked to Amanda before this match, she told me in Australia that Steffi's forehand was flying, and when she played Steffi in Berlin, her backhand was flying, so she was going to adjust according to the match.
And of course, the one thing Coetzer has is the knowledge she can close out a match, having beaten Graf twice this year.
Coetzer just outplaying Steffi Graf right now. Steffi's big power game, she usually hits straight through her opponents and can overpower most of her opponents. The reason she's not able to today so far is because the red clay slows up the ball, and also because Coetzer's so fast. Basically, Ted, that's the kind of shot she has to hit to force an error from Amanda Coetzer. A shot with that much depth and that much power.
The next women's quarters, actually two more coming up on court. Suzanne Lenglen, Monica Seles, Mary Jo Fernandez, and Hingis and Arantxa. And right now it is Amanda Coetzer, one game from the victory.
Sunday, June 8th, the Discovery Channel is going to blow you away. From the first big bang of their gigantic guns to their resurrection during the Gulf War, these ultimate weapons remain the fastest, largest, and most powerful warships ever to sail. Sound General Quarters, you're in harm's way. Battleship premieres Sunday, June 8th at 9 Eastern and Pacific, only on the Discovery Channel.
Hit the deck and prepare for a high-seas naval battle right here on the Discovery Channel and Cox Cable.
Amanda Coetzer trying to knock Steffi Graf out of a second straight Grand Slam. She did it at the Australian this year. One game away here at Roland Garros. It is now 30-love on Graf's serve.
Ted, Steffi Graf has only played 4 tournaments this year before the French Open. One that she won, the Strasbourg, the week before the French. She defaulted in Tokyo to Hingis in the finals because she had an injured knee. The other 2 she lost to Coetzer.
The shoulders of Amanda Coetzer as she will serve for the match.
Now it's all about closing and handling those nerves.
Boy, there was a moment of indecision there, Tracy, but Steffi Graf took that ball out of the air.
That's exactly what she needs to do. When she sees Amanda Coetzer in trouble, and the ball floats up, come in, take those out of the air. I bet Hein Skuntart told her that during the break.
Just wide.
Jane Harvey out of the chair. Travels on the WTA Tour number of weeks. Very experienced umpire. Comes down, says the mark is wide. Love 30. Just some high-quality tennis right there. Both players moving their opponent around, getting some depth, mixing in some angles.
There is men's quarterfinal action going on Court Central. We'll be seeing some of that today. The defending champ Yevgeny Kafelnikov and Gustav Kuerten.
And this is where Coetzer's game is also improved. When she has that opportunity, she'll take the offensive, hit the winner. Plays terrific defense, but also can play with offense when she needs to. Just rips that backhand. Steffi being very patient that point. Seems like she's brought the direction of her balls in closer. Not going for the lines as much. Both can't be happy with their break point percentage.
Serve in the second.
One of the toughest things about hemorrhoids,
is admitting you've got them. But doctors will tell you anyone can get hemorrhoids, even when you're healthy and in shape. And doctors will recommend Preparation H, specifically by name. It's formulated to reduce swelling, and Preparation H helps relieve itching, irritation, and even painful burning. First, you've got to admit you have them. The rest is easy. Just get Preparation H. More people trust doctor-recommended Preparation H.
This week at Rancho La Puerta, I will swim 310 laps. I will run 23 miles. I will lift 2 hours a day. I don't think so.
At Rancho La Puerta Spa in Baja, Mexico, you can do everything. Or should your determination completely fail you, absolutely nothing. But you can't do anything with American Express, so bring your Visa card. It's everywhere you want to be.
This week, I will run 25 miles.
Introducing the 97 Mazda Millennia. Lease $329 a month. Add plush leather and the lease remains. Add a power roof and the lease doesn't budge. Add 8-way power adjust on both front seats and then add exquisite sound and you get the idea. Now get the passion of the Mazda Millennia.
Graf serving 4-5 second set.
Graf serving with new balls, which would help her. Ball bounced through the court quicker.
Obviously, Coetzer disappointed, losing her chance to wrap the match up, but that was just really a great game.
It was.
Players.
Steffi raised the level of her game, brought her game in from the lines, didn't take quite as many risks as she was more patient.
Steffi just kept hitting the ball to Coetzer's backhand, and finally Amanda said, take this.
That was a backhand cross-court drill there. Good feel, good finesse there from Amanda Coetzer. Gutsy play. Really some great play from Coetzer there. She was doing more of the running, but even on the run, she kept her balls nice and deep. These points are incredible. Steffi just knifing those backhand slices.
And a great pickup by Coetzer as one skidded off the line. You saw the score a moment ago. Kafelnikov and Coetzer, they're playing on Court Central right now in a men's quarterfinal. This is live on USA from Roland Garros. Amanda Coetzer had a chance to close it out, but she was broken at 5-3. Now it's deuce.
Wonderful overhead there from Steffi Graf with a ton of pressure on her there. Still snapped it. That's the second time she's gotten to add and easily gave that point away. Just an unforced error both times off that backhand. Still 2 points away for Amanda Coetzer.
Well, Graf is starting to live a little dangerously in this game.
Very dangerously, and again, just tips the net. Hits the ball very flat on the forehand with a little slice on the backhand. Heinz Gunhart, Steffi's coach, looks on. Not a lot of margin from error.
But she's failed now 3 times to put the game away. Well, Coetzer's not winning the deuce points, and Graf can't win the add points.
Seems like I've seen that before, Ted. Steffi gets that add point and just hits the net. short reply, and Amanda Coetzer took advantage of it. First match point.
Well, this is the danger Graf has run. And now Coetzer has her first chance, her first match point. This year, Amanda Coetzer has defeated Steffi Graf. The coach who's played such a large part in turning her into a top 10 player, and a very appreciative crowd. And Tracy, you used the word earlier. See, this is no fluke. Amanda Coetzer just outplayed Steffi Graf today. She played very well. Probably the match of her life to get to her first, or actually she's been in the semifinals of a Grand Slam, but first semifinals here at Roland Garros. Played under control. Drove the ball when she needed to and played defensively when she needed to. Incredible match for Amanda Coetzer. It's a great thing for women's tennis. Rivalries. And yes, Graf and Coetzer has become a rivalry. 3 times this year and twice in Grand Slams, Amanda Coetzer has sent Steffi Graf home. We'll continue with our live coverage from Roland Garros on USA. Stay with us.
Before Infusium, I couldn't get my fingers through my hair. My hair looked like a fuzzball. And now it looks shiny, it looks healthy.
Infusium 23. It's the leave-in Amy believes in.
My hair was so damaged. It was like steel wool. And now it's shiny and smooth. Very surprised the first time I